Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome to my back porch. Whew, it was a morning. I am busy. I'm sure all of you can relate. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit of information that is life-changing. I, 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, was given this information, and it took me a little while to really figure out how big it was. But this is crazy stuff I'm about to tell you. So get a pen and paper. I'm going to give you some homework so you don't have to take my word for it. A little bit about myself while you do that. My name is Daisy Shane Goodwin. I was a pro athlete, my husband and I, for many, many years, which was awesome. We got to travel the world and, surf amazing waves in the middle of nowhere and meet incredible people. But unfortunately, like most jobs, you have a shelf life. And in 2008, because we were older in our 30s, we were moved aside, our income was cut in half, and we were forced into the real world of trying to make ends meet. We started a small business over here in Honolulu. Any business owners out there? Holy smokes, that was hard. We realized really quick that it was nice to not have a boss, but the problem was our feet were nailed to the floor. We were not able to go on vacation. We were not able to pay ourselves until everyone was paid. We thought about everything 24 hours a day. It was a rough bit. Even though we loved being of service to our community, it was so stressful. Then it got really stressful. We were forced to close our doors. We lost everything, our savings, everything, pretty quickly because, during that recession in 2008, no one was buying healthy food. People were, cutting coupons to survive, especially here in Hawaii. And we were then forced into that category of survival mode. I waitressed, I cleaned houses. My husband would work the odd construction job. We did everything we could to make the ends meet, but unfortunately there was always too much month at the end of the money. And the worst part about survival mode is that I couldn't be present with our kids. We had just had our second child. We were so stressed out about money. Shared a car. We lived with my in-laws. We had to rent our house to, pay for the mortgage, rent it out to vacationers. It was rough. So, when my friend brought me this, this information, I didn't care about it. I didn't want to hear about it. I was like this. I was like, oh no, we're going back to the mail and there's more credit card bills. I mean, we were in so much debt. It was a really rough time. So basically what happened, I'm going to have you write this down first. abcnewsreport.com. Write that down because he said, you've got to watch this video. And the first thing that I said was, is this network marketing? Because I want nothing to do with network marketing. I didn't want to start another business. I didn't want to do anything that was out of the box because we had tried that and it didn't work. And he said, this is different. You just got to try this. And he told me his story about how he had, a crazy colorectal cancer and didn't want to get lit up with radiation. And that this product he really feels had a dramatic impact on the reason why he is cancer free. And, for me, I'm like, everyone should hear about this if this is what he's saying is true. So I watched that video. And what happened was in 2005, people that were as skeptical as me about these scientists that were incredibly acclaimed, Elliott Crescent Award winners, someone that can change a century, that's an Elliott Crescent Award winner. These guys had come up and found out that taking these 5 herbs, ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle, green tea, and turmeric at a certain proportion, you can't just take them all, but when you take them and put them together at a certain proportion that they found, people were having their oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is the leader in pretty much every disease that you can imagine. Anything with an itis, anything, cancer, gout, heart disease, mental illnesses, addiction, all kinds of diseases are related to this thing called oxidative stress. And all that is the rusting of our cells. It's like the rusting of an engine. As things age, so do we. And our cells do. And that's why a lot of sickness and disease happens. So they went in because these scientists were saying that taking this pill, Protandim, it was alleviating oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. Now, to you, that may just sound like, oh, that's interesting. But to the medical world, unheard of. It still is crazy that we have, the only patented product that can do this. So it did get my attention a little bit, because in the video, as you'll see when you watch it, is that they draw the blood of the news broadcaster, and his oxidative stress had gone down dramatically in less than 2 weeks. What also got my attention that will probably blow your mind as well is that you can't distinguish an 80-year-old's blood from a 20-year-old's blood from people taking this product. Now, I don't know what that sounds like to you, but to me, I was very skeptical. I watched that video and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. How much did they pay this company? You know, I'm just like, there's no way this is real. But then my husband, who had been battling a crazy ailment for a couple years, started trying the product. I didn't even want to try the product because it was network marketing, but he started trying the product, and in 2 weeks, his ailment had vanished. And, you know, we can't say that this product alleviates, cures any disease, but the proof is in the pudding. My husband, who is battling a crazy ailment, is now telling me that it's reversed. So I'm thinking it's placebo effect, and I start to do more research on my own. I kind of, you know, I'm like, okay, well, let's just buy a bunch of product. We'll buy into the business. We'll save on shipping. And my heart, you know, I don't hoard. And as soon as I got the box, I said, gosh, what if this, like, my dad has a placebo effect too? What if my best friend that's battling depression, what if she, you know, feels a little better? Sure enough, they both called me back wanting more. So then I said, okay, there's more to this. I better look at what I'm saying no to, especially because I had been, you know, living on basically cutting coupons, which I never in a million years thought that I would do. So I said, I better look at this, because maybe this is the answer to my prayers. Who would have ever thought network marketing? Not me. But I started to do my research, and I started to look at this company called LifeVantage that's publicly traded. Go check out the stock. LFVN is the stock ticker, and you'll see it's just climbing. I started to say, okay, wait a second. The reason why this is network marketing with this product is because it was on the shelves. And unfortunately, no one knew what it was. That's why I'm here telling you this story. Because people thought it was a fat burn. People thought it was a cleanse. No one knew what this thing was. And it was on the shelves at GNC, High Health, different health food stores. And they hired someone in 2009, these amazing scientists, these Elliott Crescent Award winners. And they said, what do? We've tried infomercials. We've tried to be on the shelves. We're only doing about 3 million on the shelves. And they said, this has an amazing story. This product needs to be in the living rooms. This product needs to be, you know, with the best word of mouth retail is the best way to advertise through the history of the human race. Think about it. You get a sandwich, you tell your friend, hey, this sandwich was good, you should go try that deli. They go, they tell someone else. You know, that's how it works. You see a movie, you love the movie, you tell 5 people. That's how Game of Thrones, everyone, got so big, is that people told people. All of a sudden, I realized that I'm a network marketer, whether I'm getting paid or not. I don't get a free sandwich. I don't get a free movie stub. And I definitely don't get to go and have lunch with Jason Momoa. But all of a sudden, I realized that if this product and these products, because we are a biohacking company, we have a handful of products that are incredible. We have an energy drink that has no sugar, that removes the brain fog. Kids with ADHD are seeing incredible things. We have a hair system where hair is growing back. We have a weight management. We have a Nerf One, which is a sister product to Protandim that's rebuilding the mitochondria. You know, the powerhouse of your cell? They're saying if that is strong, the mitochondria, cancer can't survive. Time Magazine just did a huge report. So here I am realizing that maybe I actually am a network marketer, but I'm not getting paid for anything that I do. I'm watching my friends and my father and my mother now and my sister and a bunch of other people wanting more. So I realized that I better look into network marketing. I better look into this company. And this was 5.5 years ago. And mind you, I've never done this business. I'm not a salesperson. I live in the middle of nowhere. Literally, Hyanna is in the middle of nowhere. And okay, so what happens is I start to look at network marketing. It's a $200 billion industry, I find out. The second highest paid position to being a pro athlete. I can relate. And then I start to find out that all the money goes to middle people, middle class, people like you and me that don't want to earn 6 figures a month, people that want to just have a little extra money so they can put gas in their car and buy groceries for their kids. All of a sudden, I realized that this may be the perfect thing for me to do, because you don't have to quit your day job. You don't have to go to school forever and ever and ever to learn how to do this. You fit this in the nooks and crannies of your life. You do a little bit here, you do a little bit there, you follow the system it has in place, and all of a sudden I realized that I better look deeper, that I better get over myself and get over something that I had no idea about. I mean, think about it. When you had a thing about network marketing, it's either because your cousin's best friend's sister had a hard time with it. Maybe she didn't do the work to get where she needed to go. Maybe the company, flopped. But when you have a publicly traded company that's backed by 22 peer-reviewed research studies, that's what I wanted to tell you too, is I started to do my own research on this product. Write this down, pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov. This is the National Institute of Health's website. This is where scientists and doctors go to do their research. And what happened was after that news piece showed, that ABC News piece in 2005, all these universities, Harvard, Louisiana State, Texas Tech, just to name a few, American Heart Association, they all said, whoa, they knew about oxidative stress. They knew what was happening with aging as we get older and disease. And they knew who Dr. Joe McCord was, the formulator. So they started to do their own research, independently funded. We had nothing to do with that. Harvard came in, did their own research. Then they have their peers come and make sure it's fact. And then those peers come and make sure it's fact. This is big, you guys. We have peer-reviewed research, not like science, like, yes, there's science behind our product. We have the real deal. And all of a sudden, 5.5 years ago, I realized that I was sitting on something unbelievable, something that could radically change my life, my family's life, and all of my friends, whoever wanted to join me, and their friends and their friends and their friends. And that's the magic of network marketing when it's done right. When there's a compensation plan in place that rewards people for doing work and good behavior. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Everyone wins. And so-and-so who tells so-and-so who tells so-and-so. And all of a sudden, you have people, we're in about 24 countries, and I pretty much have someone in every country that we're open in on my team, and I don't know them, but so-and-so told so-and-so who told so-and-so that this helped this person and that her, and that's how it grows. And that's the beauty of network marketing when it's done right. It's the future, everyone. It just is. People don't want to be trading time for dollars forever. And I knew that I was not going to, my marriage wasn't going to last. I was probably going to have a nervous breakdown if I kept doing that. Trading time for dollars, never getting ahead. Trading time for dollars, never getting ahead. 95% of people work to the day they die. And I don't want to do that. And you don't either if you're on this call. I'd love to be that 5%. And I'd love to help as many people as I can to be that 5% where we can do what we want, when we want, with who we want. And that's the truth, is money doesn't rule you until you have none. And there's a lot of people that are in that right now. So let me tell you a little bit about the compensation plan, and then I'm gonna get off so that you can go and do your research, talk to the person who invited you. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, get a hold of me and I can explain more. But the reason why I started freaking out is because the compensation plan is so generous. It's one of the most generous in this industry. And I love the reason why it's generous is because when these scientists decided, okay, we'll do network marketing. I said they were doing 33 million on the shelves. The first year they went to network marketing was 33 million, and then over 100 million, and now 200 million. We just had the largest quarter in the history since we've been in network marketing. We are climbing. And the only way to get involved in a network marketing company, unless you're a rock star salesperson, is to get in early. But unfortunately, they say, you have 2 opportunities that could change your life forever, come around once, maybe twice in your lifetime. Not everyone's going to get in on this early. That's just the way it is. But because we're publicly traded, you can look at the numbers. We're still like at the basement level. But once it hits momentum, what can happen to you and your family for generations is unbelievable. That company Amway, that we all have a weird thing about network marketing because of that funny company Amway, 80% of their pay every month goes to the people that started in the beginning. So anyways, that just freaks me out because we're going to do crazy, crazy things. from what I've seen with this company and the corporate staff and where we're headed, it's nuts. But let me tell you a little bit about the compensation plan and why it's so awesome. So when they hired these guys and said, look, we have no money to pay you, they hired these big dogs in network marketing, other network marketing companies. And because of the peer-reviewed research and because this product is what it is and over-delivers, these guys all sat at a round table back in 2009, and they said, we'll do this. We will run and tell people and do all this if you let us write the compensation plan. So this was written by people that are seasoned in this industry and knew what needed to happen in order to make people successful. So I'm going to talk about a few bonuses. Also, a great thing is that you get paid every week. So you bring in a few customers, or say you bring in your sister to distribute with you, you get paid 40% of that initial order next Friday. Now, this was big for me because I literally was coupon cutting and I just missed buying organic apples and, good food for my kids. But I got paid next Friday, so I could count on that. It's not a lot of money usually, but it's enough money to, do some stuff. And the other thing that's incredible is that there is something called a matching bonus. And this is incredible. What happens is whoever I bring in, so say I bring in Jane, I'm going to get 10% of Jane's income for the rest of her existence. And not just Jane, but whoever else that I bring in to do the business with me. Then I'm going to get 5% of who Jane brings in, and 5% of the next level, the next level, and the next level, 5 levels deep. This is big. And because the behavior is that you don't just sign someone up and ditch them. When you come into this business, you're coming into our Ohana, our tribe. And we're like-minded people, which I love. Positive, like-minded people. Hello. There's not very many of those left today. We get to all grow together, and we get to learn and have fun and, do it together, which is huge. And I'm sorry, but when I trained the waitress at my last job, I didn't get 10% of her paycheck on Friday. But here is what's amazing is every month you get 10% and 5%, 5 levels down. That blew my mind right there. I was like, wow, this is so incredible. And then the one that really had me fall off my chair, pretty much literally, I couldn't believe it. I had to call my husband and to make sure that I was hearing it right. When you hit the elite ranks, this company goes from Pro 1 to Pro 10, and there's a couple more after that if you're just a crazy big dog. Whoa, I can't even go there. But Pro 7 to Pro 10 are the elite ranks. Now, when you hit Pro 7, you get to profit share in everything sold in the world. You get to share in 1% of all global sales every month. Pro 8 share in 2%, Pro 9s in 3%, and Pro 10 share in 4% of everything sold in the world. And you can go and look at all this. Don't take my word for it. Because we're publicly traded, you can see everything. And what's crazy is because we're so young, there's only a handful of Pro 10s. But as more people come and love these products and decide to just use them, we use every single thing every day from this company. We love them. We will use all of it until the day we die. Our dog is on the Pet Tandem, which I could go on and on about how incredible that is. That product, whoa, I've seen amazing things with that. So let me get back to why you're here. Do you want to be doing what you're doing in 2 to 5 years? If you're happy and you have a crazy opportunity and you're profit sharing and everything the company that you're working with is selling and that's big, then this may not be for you. But if you're someone that just is over it, like me, some days I just couldn't even imagine waking up. Those were hard days. But if you want to change, then you need to look at this. And maybe the business isn't for you. That's totally fine too. But if you have an ailment or know someone that's battling something, you need to get on these products. They're incredible and they're inexpensive and they have patents behind them and they're peer-reviewed research studies to back them. This is big and I don't want you to miss out. So whoever invited you, get back with them. My husband's here and he always throws me off when he comes on deck. So can you hear his big truck? We got to buy a big truck. We stopped sharing a car. Life is amazing. But if you need to dig your well before it's dry, for me, that was a big one, is you never know when life's going to throw you a curveball. I was pregnant, got put on bed rest for 5 months, then had a baby. And for the last basically 2 years, I was able to do nothing, nothing. And my paycheck came every month on the 15th, 5 figures every month on the 15th. And guess what happens in about a week? It's Christmas. It's the 15th. So you need to just really evaluate your life, evaluate this. If the business isn't for you, that's totally fine. But the products, they may definitely be for you. And yeah, good luck, you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Lunch with Momoa. I'm reading, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyways, take care. And for sure, get more information. Okay. If this is interesting to you, talk to you soon. Bye.